Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to the Rebookery channel. I am Gina, and today I am going to work in my sticker journal. I'm obsessed with this right now. I feel like every time I start a new journal, and maybe you're like this too, but every time I start a new journal, I am obsessed, and I just can't help myself. Like, I want to work in it all the time. I even go to bed thinking about like what I want to do in it, and yeah, I dream about it. So this is my sticker journal, and for those of you that purchased, because I had made some of these, let me make sure I'm in frame here. I had made some of these, and they are in my Etsy shop. I still think I have a few left, so for those of you that purchased these, thank you so much. I will get those shipped out on Monday. Monday morning, I will get them taken to the post office. And if you did not get one, and my shop is out of them, and you are thinking that this is something that you would like, put it in the comments, because I would love to make these again, but I didn't know if there was anybody that still would want one. So before I make a whole bunch more, I thought I would check and see if there was still anybody out there that wanted one. And then I also do have regular journals. I've got the covers done, so those will be coming out soon. I'm just kind of playing around with my sticker journal, and I'm in maker mode, and I'm just kind of been making a bunch of things like stickers and journals and things like that. So, all right, here we go. So I'm going to work in my sticker journal. Let me just update you on where I have been. And again, let me just make sure I'm in frame here. Oops, let me move over just a little bit. Okay, so this is a page that I did the other day. I think I might have done a video kind of to show you how I had, like updated it and stuff like that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, there is something else. Okay, so in one of my, if you remember, this is my diary, and so I scanned the stickers and some pages from here, printed it off on label paper so that it's sticky on the back, and so I'm putting them in my journal. And so this one page, and it was not intentional, but this one page I had scanned for the sticker. But when I read the entry, it was talking about how it was like February 1st, it was 1983, and how we had had a snow day. And there's this memory I have of a snow day around, I swear it was 4th or 5th grade, and this would have been 5th grade, where my stepdad had taken me downtown to the Montgomery Ward store, which was my favorite store in the whole wide world. And I had used my allowance, and I had bought my mom a birthday present, because her birthday is in February. And I had bought her a lemonade pitcher with matching lemonade cups. And I remember that like just so vividly. I remember everything about that. And so I'm wondering if this was that day, and why I didn't think that was worthy to put in my diary. That just shows you how weird I was back then, because all I wrote about were friends and boys. That was like that's all I wrote about. So I didn't think that going and buying my mom a birthday present was important enough, but I'm pretty sure it was that day. So I just made this little spread. It was just this little half sheet of wallpaper, and I used the back side of the wallpaper, and I just put some, I played around with some paints, and so this was just some acrylic paints, just some craft paints. I originally started with watercolor, and I just wanted to see if it would work, and so on this particular wallpaper, it did not work. Now, something like this, where it's very rough and porous, I believe the wallpaper would work, but because I have different types of wallpaper in here, some of them work with different paints and inks and such, and some of them work with other things. So anyway, and then what I did was I just used my glue stick, and then my little tape runner that I have here, and yeah, so there's that. Oh, something else I started. just started putting stickers in randomly. So like these stickers right here, I don't know that you get them very much anymore, but remember how you would get these stickers from like different organizations like the American Lung Association, veteran associations, hospital associations, and they would want you to, they would send this to you so that you would donate and stuff like that. So I have accumulated a ton of these, and they're just the cutest little things. And I always like using them, so I put those there, just very random. Okay, let me get to, okay, this one right here. All right, so in my crazy diary, I had a spread in my diary where I wrote down all the phrases, and let me look, it was 11/20 something 1982. So all the phrases that were popular at that time. So like and barf and oh man and totally and grody and for sure and barf me out and gag me with a spoon and you know, just the whole Valley Girl talk. So I thought that was funny, and I put those in. And then I started looking through my stickers, and I started to see other phrases that I would have said either at that time or at, you know, now. So like howdy, I always remember saying howdy, check this out, no way. So anyway, I just found stickers of phrases, and I just put them on. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cool. And then on this entry, this page right here, I had actually written ciao for now. That was something I know whenever I would write a note, I would always put ciao for now. And then produce stickers, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to throw in some things that we say now. And so my daughter, she always says berry instead of very. And she's almost 30 years old, but it's okay because it's just something that she said when she was a little kid, and so we always still say it. And then I have these two stickers, so these are vintage stickers. And hunk and fox were words that I know I said back in the 80s. Like if somebody was cute, I would say, oh my gosh, he's a hunk, or oh my gosh, he's a fox. Or a babe, I would also say, oh, she's such a babe or something. So I put those on here, but this guy totally creeps me out. So I put this in, and then I just kind of wrote, and I used just a Sharpie, and I used just like a regular ballpoint pen. So yeah, just played around with that. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, so I am actually going somewhere. Oh, okay, one more thing. I don't know why, but this made me think of farm. And so I was just going through that box of stickers that I have, and there's just, I don't know, farm stickers. And I love farm. I'm obsessed with farm. It reminds me of my grandma and grandpa. And so I just started putting down farm stickers. Yeah, and then I carried them over to this page over here. This is actually a Band-Aid, but it's not called a Band-Aid. It's called a plaster. And this was one that my daughter brought me. They went to Iceland. They actually got engaged in Iceland, and so she brought me back some of these, and so I have some of these, so I thought that was kind of cute. So anyway, yeah, just playing around with that. Just randomly sticking stickers. Okay, but I know I'm like all over the place. Okay, I have a couple of things that I want to do. Okay, so this entry right here was like the first entry in my diary, and it was interesting because I thought that I got this diary for my birthday, but according to what I wrote, I got this diary on my brother's birthday. And that's interesting because I truly, you know, I would tell you that no, I never got gifts on my brother's birthday, but evidently I did. So I thought that was kind of worth noting. So let me kind of cut this out here. Okay. And then it actually was the first page, so it had a bunch of stickers. Oh, that sticker came off. So I thought I would put this in, and I typically don't like to scrap or journal in order, but I kind of like this page right here, so that's why I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on this page right here. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'll just unstick this, take the back off, and I'll go ahead and put this down. So this was my brother's birthday in 1982, and there we go. I had just written about a couple of things like while I was at my dad's at the weekend and listening to my tape recorder. Oh my gosh, my tape recorder was my favorite thing in the world because I loved to talk into it and read into it, and then I would make what I would call news reports in my tape recorder. So I have a sticker, so hang on, let me get this sticker. So in my travels of thrifting along the years, I picked up these mini cassette, they were labels for cassette tapes, and it seems like the perfect time to use these. So where am I gonna stick it? I think I'll stick it right here. Now with vintage stickers, it's kind of a trial and error. You got to kind of figure out what's the best way to stick them. I think there's enough stick on these that I can just stick it on here. But if they pop up, I love using my glue stick, or I use some sort of a tape runner, but we're gonna try and see. And I'm sticking on, this is the front of the wallpaper for this page, and this will be the back of the wallpaper for this page. Okay, so I stuck a couple of those down. Okay, so the other thing is, I wanted to put a picture of my brother and I want it to be somewhere around this time period. So this is a little box of photos. I've been working on scanning photos and printing them out, and so this is just a few. This is not all of them, but this is all kinds of photos from my childhood, my grandparents, when they were younger, my parents, baby photos. Okay, so I like this one, and the reason why I like this one is because this is around that time period, but I had on my satin jacket, and if I remember this correctly, it had a roller skate embroidered on the front. Now, I could be wrong, but I think it did. I'm sure we got it either from Sears, JCPenney's, or Montgomery Ward's. Okay, so here's another picture. Now I know this is at this time because I had glasses on, and somewhere in my diary I wrote about how I went to go get glasses. Okay, ooh, there's another, so that's a smaller one. Let me see. Thought there was, that might be what I want to do, is use those. Which one do I want? And the way I have my photos sorted is not a very good way, but what I did was all the originals are back here, okay? And then if I have already scanned it and made a copy, they're in front. So I know that if I want to use a photo and I don't want to worry about it being the original, and the only reason why I would worry about it being the original is if it was the only copy. Oh, I love that picture. So I always pull from here first, and then if I can't find it here, I'll go to the back, and then I'll run over and scan it if I haven't. All right, I think what I'm going to do is settle on, what do I want? This is an awful picture, but I'm not going for prettiness here. I'm just going for Andy and I really don't like that dark space, but I could probably cover that up with some sort of a sticker, which would lighten that up. Okay, I'm good with this. I like this. And I think I'll go over onto this side too. All right. Can you hear my dog out there barking? He just does not like other dogs. I don't know what his deal is. He loves people, but he just, well, first of all, he's old and he's cantankerous, and so that's part of it. And I'm just plopping down some paint here. I'm not even really, I'm just grabbing. I'm not even really looking at colors. And I'm gonna go, maybe. I'm gonna go over this probably with just a gift card, just to smush it around, just because I like to have, I always like to have a little bit of color, you know? And we'll put some over here. Ooh, I like that, it's kind of rainbowy. Yeah, there, ooh, yeah, I like it, like it, like it. Okay. Get all my paint here. And then let's dry. I've dried that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this picture down. And I love how these colors, yeah, that worked out really well, because those would have been colors around this time. Okay, so since I put this on an angle, I'm going to go ahead and angle this. Maybe, yeah, I think I'll put her like that. And I'm going to draw a frame. Now, when I was working on some of my other pages in here, I used a Sharpie, and I kept looking to see if it would bleed through, and on the page that I was working on, it did not. Now, I can't say that for all of them, but that's like with any journal. You don't know, and you don't know until you know, you get in there and try. So we'll see. Oh, this is dark, so it wouldn't have. Let me show you what one I'm talking about. I think it was this one here. Yeah, it didn't, like, I can see the impression, but none of the Sharpie bled through. I can see a little shadowing, but that's just from the sticker, and this is some really thin. So yeah, all right, so we got that. So then let's see, stickers. Okay, so this one says for a special birthday boy. So I think I'll put this sticker somewhere. And then kind of like this right here, the little birthday cakes. And so these are vintage stickers. These are old, so they may not stick. So I may have to eventually go back and put more stick on them. So we'll put that there. Okay. So interesting, I just found out that I always thought my brother was a Sagittarius, but he's not. He is a Scorpio, which that's interesting because I'm a Scorpio, and I was thinking that he was a Sagittarius. My husband is a Sagittarius. So yeah, and I just went and looked it up, and I was like, oh, no, he's a Scorpio too, which is very interesting because Andy does not act like a Scorpio. Where am I going to put this? I think I like right there. Okay, so now there's a couple other stickers I want to use. So I made, these are in my Etsy shop, but I made this one that says good little girl and good little boy. And I want to use those. What else do I have here? Oop, I like this. It's a star. And so here's what I love about this. So as a former scrapbooker, and you would, and I mean, I was deep into scrapbooking. you would get so enticed by stickers, and then it became taboo to use all your stickers on your page. It was a no-no. It was called sticker sneeze. And the sad thing is that, well, I liked sticker sneezes. And this was, to me, this was where the whole scrapbooking industry went awry, was when they started to put all these crazy rules and stuff about what you could and couldn't do and all that malarkey. So the thing is, you know what? I can do what I want. And if I want to do a snicker sneeze, if I want to do a sticker sneeze, I can. And I'm going to. And that's why I love journaling, because you can do whatever you want. And so yeah, especially in this, because this is my sticker book. That's what I made this for, stickers. So if I want to do a sticker sneeze, I can do a sticker sneeze. Now I know there's going to be people out there saying, well, just because there were rules doesn't mean you had to do it. I know, but I feel like, I'm going to say this, I feel like there was a lot of scrapbook shaming going on in the early 2000s. Especially, I feel like it was fueled a lot by the magazines and stuff that were out. And I was big time into those magazines. I loved, oh my gosh, I lived to get my scrapbook magazine delivered every month. And I just, oh, I loved it, loved it, loved it. But yeah, I don't know why I let that guide what I was doing, and yeah, and so it just became not fun for me anymore. And then I discovered journaling, and I loved it, just loved it, because I felt like I was so free, and I could do so many things that just kind of wasn't the jam for scrapbooking. So yeah. And yeah, I loved it. And well, and here's another thing, I'll be honest. My kids got older, and as my kids got older, I felt like I didn't have this need or this drive to have to document every single thing. And that was more freeing. That was very freeing, was not having that feeling of, oh my gosh, you know, I have to document every single thing that they do. And so that was awesome. And then I became more confident with just me, and realizing, you know, what I do is actually, it's worthwhile. It is good for the soul. It is good for, it's good for me. It's good for, like, I love it. And the more confident I became, the more I just, I love it. And the more it became therapy, and the more it became part of my life. And then I realized that you could scrapbook and journal and document all at the same time. And so it's just, I don't know, it's a very fun, interesting journey. And I hope you are on that journey also. Okay, I'm just adding some detail here, and I'm just using like a permanent marker. So, all right. So I've got this much done, and I think, yeah, I think I might be good with this for a while. I can always come back to it. I mean, like, it's not completely done, but I may find some other stuff that I want to add to this. There was a couple of things I wanted to put in my journal, and that's another cool thing about this, guys, is that this can never be done. I can always come back and I can add to it. Like, that's the cool thing about journaling, is you can just always come back and add more things. It's not in a special little page protector or in some fancy schmancy, you know, scrapbook journal or scrapbook album. You can always come back to this. You can always add more to it. And those are when I have the most fun with my journals, is when I jump back in and I find something that would be the perfect accent to a story I've already started to tell. Okay, so speaking of a story I've already started to tell, I'm looking for this one. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so this was just a piece of border wallpaper, and it had these cars and stuff on it. So I already stuck a little taxi on here, but then I was going through my box of random stickers, and I had this AAA sticker, and I was like, okay, that would just be cool to stick on here. Why? I don't know, because, yeah, it's just interesting. So let's just stick a AAA sticker on here. And I think I'll stick it over here. There you go. Nice. Now, where am I going with this? I have no idea. But you know what? It looks all right. It works for me. Anything else I wanted to do? Oh yeah, there was something else. Okay, so in my original diary, I had put these stars, and that was how I was going to code my pages, by the color of the star. But when I scanned it, the stars didn't scan the same color, like they're a little bit darker. So I thought I would go and I would add the real color to these. So there it was gold. Gold was sort of private. Silver was private. I love this one. Red, well, red was stupid. And I'll be honest, guys, I could go through and put red on all of these. Blue was exciting. Blue was my favorite color back then. And green was boring. All right, there we go. I added my stickers. And I think I'll put, this was a blue one, so I'll put that right there. I could go through and do all of that if I wanted. I may put one right here, and then I'll add a couple over here. Let me grab a green. There we go. Cool. So now I can cut this out and I can stick this somewheres, not for sure where. And then, I don't know, I'm going to figure out something that I want to put in here. I may go around and color the rest of that. So yeah. All right, so there you go. There's a little work session in my, oh, I forgot I had these. Ooh, I might find a place for those. So there you go. Thought I'd do a little work session with you guys today in my sticker journal. Remember, if you don't have a sticker journal, that's fine. You could use any journal you want. There's nothing magical about this. And the key is that you're playing. You're playing, you're having fun, you're building your confidence, and you're telling stories. Stories that only you can tell. And you can use pictures, you can use stickers, you can use paper, you can use paint, you can use whatever you want to tell your story. All right, my friends, until next time, I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope you do something creative. Bye.